right, we are in our next case for consideration of medical treatment furlough or medical parole is Mr. Harold Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins able to hear okay?
No, ma'am. He can't hear, and his hearing aids don't help him, and he doesn't speak very well either.
Okay. So we'll get some information from medical. First, I want to read some identifying information into the record. Mr. Harold Jenkins' DOC number is 563535. He is a first offender. He was sentenced in St. Tammany Parish in November 2009 to a life sentence for second-degree rape. So he has been recommended for medical parole. Let me acknowledge that we do have Miss Angela Jenkins, the victim's mother, who is here, who has joined us by Zoom. Before we hear from her, we'd like to hear for the medical summary, please.
Yes, Mr. Jenkins is a 91-year-old male. He's got a history of hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, chronic kidney disease, atrial fibrillation, hard of hearing, as well as some dementia. He does require some assistance with ADL, such as bathing and feeding at times, has to be prompted to eat. Regarding his mental status, he's able to hear but not always comprehend what's being asked of him.
Thank you, sir. And Ms. Jenkins, is there anything you'd like to say to the panel? I think you're still on mute.
Let's see. I think. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. I thank you for the opportunity to speak to you all. I just want to say that what Harold did to my special needs daughter will be with her for the rest of her life. She does still from time to time bring it up. And I also would like to say that for the first 10 or 12 years that he was there in Angola, he never apologized once, never reached out, never made any attempt to reach out. The only time I ever heard he was sorry about anything was at the last attempt to parole him for medical 3 years ago. And in my opinion, that's just a little too late when you're just trying to get released to a nursing home. So he's fortunate that I am not his judge, because in my opinion, he needs to stay right where he is until the day that he has died, just like we were told when he was sentenced, and just like my daughter was told. And I would like that to not be changed at this point, that I have to go, let her know that that he didn't have to live out the rest of his life there, because that's what she's been told and that's what she has taken comfort in.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Jenkins. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. I just want to clarify one thing for you. Is Mr. Harold Jenkins is prohibited by law to reaching out to his victims. So I don't know whether he would have tried or not, but he can't do it even if he wanted to. So just so you know. And we appreciate you taking the time to speak.
But it was brought up at the hearing 3 years ago that he never tried to better himself or to take classes, even before he was, quote, demented and so physically impaired, that he never made any attempts to better himself as a person or to make any kind of rights for the wrong he has done.
Yes, ma'am, I appreciate it. Gordon Benoit, is there anything you'd like to tell us about Mr. Jenkins?
Not really. Medical went over. He's just like he is, like you see him now. They're working on, if he is granted, trying to get him to Villa. That's where medical's trying to get him to, if he would be granted a medical furlough.
All right, thank you. So his case was assigned to me. So let me just make note for the record that when the offense happened, and it happened over a period of time, he was in his mid-70s when the offense occurred. I do note in the medical record that, medical has said his condition is permanent, he's slowly deteriorating. He has elected to make himself a do not resuscitate because of his age and related deficits, but they do recommend him for the medical parole. So I don't have any other particular questions. Do my colleagues have any?
I'd like to probe just a little more on the medical. Is he incontinent completely?
He has episodes of urinary incontinence, so he does get some diaper changes as well as some stool if he doesn't have assistance to make it to the bathroom.
Okay, so and he can feed himself.
Yes, ma'am.
How much does he talk?
He mumbles. I was trying to talk to him a little bit before we came back on, trying to make sure he understood why he was here. And I'm yelling at him, and I don't know if he actually truly comprehends why he's even here today, to be honest with you.
Okay, so has he been received a diagnosis of dementia?
Mental health's been following him. I think the only diagnosis they actually put in the chart is just depressive disorder. But based on clinically, with him not being able to, I guess, articulate our conversations back and forth, I would lean more towards some dementia as well.
He has some kind of dementia. Okay, thank you. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. For the record, let me just state there is pretty strong opposition from the district attorney's office in St. Tammany Parish, as well as the sheriff's office in St. Tammany Parish. We've heard from the victim's family who is opposed, and the attorney general's office is also strongly opposed. I guess we're ready to vote, and I'll be voting first. My vote today, based on the opposition that's been expressed today and in the record, is going to be to deny the request for medical parole. Mr. Byron.
I concur with Mr. Johnson for the same reason.
Mrs. Ledoux.
Based on the recommendation by the Department of Corrections and his significant limitations, my vote would be to grant him medical treatment for life.
All right, it does require a unanimous vote. So today, Mr. Jenkins has been denied for medical parole.